You hear the name Lee University and no doubt your thoughts go to excellence probably. Name a program that that school has and they seem to do it to a very, very high standard. Dr. Paul Kahn is the president of the university and he is on the show this morning eager to talk about a new program that I'm sure will live up to that same standard of excellence. So good to see you.
Thank you very much. We're always glad to be on with you and talk about what's going on at Lee.
So as I understand it, what you're about to really kind of announce and push, you've already been working on a little bit and you have some of the infrastructure in place, but it's a new School of Engineering.
That's correct. So what we're announcing this week publicly for the first time is that we plan to launch a School of Engineering in the fall of 26. So we're currently in the process. We will actually begin admitting students fall of 25, begin the construction of a new engineering building. We are recruiting faculty, and so we're ready to go very strong for an engineering program.
I want to talk about that faculty for just a minute because so often because a lot of people right now are watching their high school seniors graduate.
Right.
And they're leaving that little cocoon where they know everybody.
Right.
You get off to a college campus and there's fun to be anonymous a little bit, but if you can't build a mentored relationship and a close relationship with at least some of the professors you're going to have, you're missing out.
Absolutely.
Lee makes sure that that happens.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of our calling card. And of course, every school, every college, university of any size says we take a personal interest in students, of course.
Sure.
But some schools, it's more intentional than others, and it's made more possible by the structure. So we are not a 20,000 student state university, but we're also not a little, 1,000 student, little small college. We're a small comprehensive university, and we think we can create the opportunities for these personal relationships. And they do develop in very large numbers.
So with this School of Engineering, one thing you had told me before we went on camera was that you've already begun to kind of curate this faculty. You're very excited about some of the ones that you've already brought on board. Is it going to be a combination of professors as well as people who've been working in an industry coming over to the academic side?
Right, it's definitely a both and. That's the thing about engineering. It's like nursing. We started nursing 10 years ago and had a brilliantly successful start of a school of nursing. And this reminds me a lot of it because I can remember it seems a very short period. 10 years goes by in a hurricane. But it's this combination. You want experienced nurses who've been there, worked in the hospitals, know how to do it, but you have to have people with the academic training as well.
Right.
Well, the same thing it's very similar in engineering, so it's both and. Finding experienced engineers, finding people with the PhDs in engineering.
I want to pause for a second because I want you to make sure you have the chance to address the things you want to address. So is part of what you're seeking at this point fundraising support, or have you got that part covered?
Okay, now you're talking to a college president and you're asking me.
Well, you're our invited guest.
That's right. You're asking me, am I seeking financial? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Show me a college president who's not raising money and I'll show you.
Well, but part of that will be, I guess, if you do have a child who might be entering school in 2026, part of that comes with enrolling at Lee.
Absolutely.
Right?
And we certainly want to encourage families, high school seniors, of course, right now, and juniors as well, to look at the option Lee offers. Because we have such a wonderful group of students from the Lower East Tennessee area, from the Channel 3 listening area, watching area. Terrific students from all across Hamilton County and all the, North Georgia, and engineering is now going to be a new option.
Well, then I'll go where I was going to go because we have a couple of minutes left, but something that I think is on a lot of people's minds, students as well as their parents, is this whole AI evolution and how are you going to equip your children to be prepared to stand strong against it and not have their jobs replaced. So with the professors that you'll be bringing in, if they've had recent workplace experience, they'll probably be very able to bridge the lessons along with the application. Yeah,
you're absolutely right. That's the ideal faculty member we're looking for, and we've got some wonderful possibilities. We have a couple of new faculty that we actually hired this year that are starting with our preliminary engineering courses, those first courses. One, our lead engineering prof now already this year has the PhD in biomedical engineering, which is a joint program of Georgia Tech, one of the top engineering schools in the country, and the Emory, known for their medical
that's a
school.
win-win.
So they've got this very innovative program, PhD program. She has that PhD, then went to Harvard to do a postdoc up there, and now has returned to teach engineering on our faculty. And that's the kind of person we're looking for.
Well, then when I mentioned living up to that standard, if you were thinking the standard was here, the standard is obviously here. So people can learn more by contacting you at the school, going online. What's
Absolutely.
the best thing?
Just go online, www.leeuniversity, one word. It might be on your screen.
It will be, yeah.
.edu.
Civil, mechanical.
Well, we're starting with a general engineering.
Okay.
An undergraduate degree with a BS in general engineering.
Okay.
With these specialties civil, mechanical, electrical, chemical, and then we go from there.
All of it at leeuniversity.edu. Always a pleasure to see
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm C-Mark.
I'm John Mark.
John Mark and I would like to welcome all the out-of-state billboard lawyers to Chattanooga.
Now, there's a few things